Hi, welcome back. I'm Sterling Pratt, the author of Puddinhead Parenting, How to Form a Positive Working Relationship with a Child with ADD. I'm also the host of a blog talk radio show called Puddinhead Parenting, which airs every Saturday at 1 p.m. To continue the series on ADD and self-esteem, today we're going to talk about the language of self-esteem, which is absolutely important in controlling self-esteem and rebuilding it. Self-esteem at its base, we've mentioned this before, is made up of the feelings and emotions we have about self. Feelings and emotions that are stored in the form of memories about past experiences and the emotions that we have about those experiences. Again, those emotions, if they're very negative, can put a negative tint on all of the new experiences and all the new input that we're getting. If they're positive, they can also spin new experiences and new input in a very positive way. So someone with very low self-esteem has stored a lot of those negative memories and a lot of negative emotions around those, and that's affecting how they feel about a lot of new things that they're experiencing and doing in the current moment. The language of self-esteem is what anchors those feelings, either positive or negative. So if we have a lot of negative feelings and we're talking to ourselves in negative terms based on that negative tinting, then it anchors those feelings, and they'll never go away as long as we continue to talk about ourselves in that way. Now, experts agree that, and this is kind of hard for some parents to hear, but our negative self-talk, or our positive or negative self-talk, mimics our parents' voice. So how you talk to your children today is going to be how they talk to themselves for years to come. Now, there's a few exceptions to that aren't good news either. Your child will tend to minimize all the good things you say because they're not heavily emotionally weighted, so they let those go. But they tend to amplify and hold on to the bad things you say or the negative things you say about them. That's why you hear often that we should give our children 10 compliments to every one criticism. That ratio is necessary to counter offset this negative effect here, right? If you speak to your child in negative terms and demeaning terms and over-criticize your child, they will develop what experts call the pathological critic. And it's going to be like a separate being that lives in their head, and it will continually remind them of those things. We can have a discussion as to why that kind of negative self-talk continues to persist into adulthood. But the basic reason is because sometimes it helps. Sometimes if you really criticize your child enough and harshly enough, they actually do what you're trying to get them to do. It's not a positive way to get them to do that, but it works occasionally. And so now their subconscious mind thinks, okay, if I criticize myself harshly, then maybe I'll do the things that I'm supposed to be doing in life. And this is years after you've been around to give them those ideas. They hold on to those type of methodologies. So when we're trying to rebuild and protect your child's self-esteem, the key here is to quiet the critic. And on the next few videos, I'm going to go into detail on how we do that. And we're going to break down exactly the type of logic or illogic that the critic uses to keep us anchored to those negative feelings. If we can quiet this critic, then those feelings will be untied from the dock, and our children's boat can sail on to whatever success they have waiting them. Again, I'm Sterling Pratt, and if you have any questions or comments about this video, feel free to email me at sterling@addparentingsupport.com. Thanks.